Pretty boy, you are shortlisted for the
When it's
Staying
late
Up
at
Late
night
Championship
and you
Circle
still
again.
can't sleep, you might as well try watching
Wonderful
an episode.
decompression of plastic wrap shelter
He is a
construction
blessing for insomnia.
After reading the guarantee, you will fall
I'm
asleep.
guessing your left
Foot is resting on your right foot.
The battery
is also around 70%.
If I'm right,
Hurry up and leave your killing med emoji in the comment
come
area.
with me.
Quietly appreciate the whole process of this wonderful decompression today. Ship out. Right in the trash can. Bound to rolls of expired plastic wrap. In line with the principle of non-waste of waste utilization. I usually camp
Shelter
in the
needs to
wild.
be built.
Let's try to use these 2 volumes
Expired
today.
plastic
Built
wrap.
here. I have to praise the side of the mountain. Vertical fork of several
Just the
branches.
right
frame for a shelter. The first is to use the winding foam agent above the tree
And
stick.
then the
mountain needs to come into the water. Standing in the water and winding. The winding film at the beginning is just simply
It weighs a
holding.
lot.
But for those who love wilderness camping, this weight can also be set. Just every time you rope it need to be in the water twice. The key is that the river water is quite cold. So when you work, be careful not to fall into the water. However, for the mountains, it's good to wrestle once or twice every now and then. As long as it doesn't happen once or twice. Dashin took off his soaked coat. Shake off your arms and go into crazy entanglement like I just said. Occasionally, just once or twice. As long as it doesn't appear 3 or 4 times. The mountain here only realized today's plastic wrap is not easy to pick up. There will be no less than one who should fall. Although his trousers are all soaked now. But he's not enough by virtue of his natural advantage. So there was no intention to change the shelter. Because he knew there was no turning back. I can only bite my teeth and swallow
After
it
the
into my
entanglement
stomach.
of 7,
At
749.
860 for circles. Make the originally transparent winding film no longer
Then
transparent.
wrap the
Wrap plastic wrap again. In this way, strong and elastic support. It's partially done. The other side did the same. Then you can hold the plastic wrap it around the bottom frame. During the entanglement process, you need to continue to stand in the water. Fortunately, Dashin has been single for 30 years. The wrap film at the bottom is also gradually back and forth on both sides of the shelf, just to sleep on it at night without tearing. Fall directly into the water. Of course, the side of the big tree also needs kind of redemption for teammates with obsessive-compulsive disorder. A little flaw may affect the beauty of the entire sanctuary. Anyway, there are still many rolls of winding film that have not been used up. As the support section is complete, he decided to take a break up there. And it didn't take a lot of effort. But the long entanglement had made his head spin. Single rest can allow him to better invest in the construction process. Mountains after a break. I feel alive again. Wrap it around the upper part. It's just that this height is for him a bit difficult. Let him come into close contact with the earth again. But fortunately, Dashin has extensive wild falling into such a hard cold pit. Continue to wrap the film above, wrapped into an elastic cylinder. The mountain began the construction of the roof of the shelter, standing barefoot at the bottom of the shelter. Since the top does not need to bear weight, so just make sure, as long as the roof doesn't leak, the triangle connected to the tree. It is also important to note that they came to the perimeter of the sanctuary. This winding process, same as when we first started building, winding layer by layer. As for the upper and lower parts, this process seems a little difficult. After all, height itself is a flaw. But Dashin's head turned very quickly, so much so that he builds very fast. With the last place sealed, plastic wrap is also bottoming, but everything is just right. The sanctuary was completed. At this time, Dashin couldn't hold back his excitement. Take off the shoes, lying in the shelter and resting. Just as the sky starts to rain, it can be used to test the construction of mountains. Horizontal rainforest outside and the inside of the shelter creates a significant temperature difference. But the mountain just came out. I felt the coolness of the forest. He chooses. Bring your camping gear to the shelter. If you want to light firewood in a humid environment inside, it must be rich first. The only birch bark communicates. Collect some dry little bachelors. Collect as much dry wood as possible, so that the beautiful stick can better light the firewood. The weather at this time is due to the rain. It gets dark. Dashin decided to start making dinner. After opening the grilled fish net, put the processed chicken thighs on top. The open flame at this time has time for a formal barbecue. Of course, some vegetables are also washed for the combination of meat and vegetables. Although there is already a chill in the forest at this time, but there was delicious food and impenetrable shelters. I believe he can spend his time in this forest. Build shelter by the river. That's the benefit. Never worry about water. The mountain who had eaten dinner cooked a pot of berry tea to dispel the meaning of the body. As the night comes, Dashin also began to rest in the shelter.